Today, we're tackling one of the biggest questions every artist faces. Should I sign with a record label, or should I stay independent? This decision can define your entire career trajectory. The right choice at the right time can accelerate your success and protect your long-term wealth. The wrong choice can trap you for years and cost you millions. There's no universal answer. What's right for one artist might be wrong for another. The key is understanding what each path offers, what it costs, and which aligns with your goals, resources, and stage of career development. Today, I'm going to give you a complete framework for making this decision strategically. We'll look at the pros and cons of each path, examine real examples from the Nigerian music industry, and help you evaluate which option is right for your situation. The question isn't which path is universally better. The question is which path is better for you at this stage of your career, given your goals and circumstances. The label path. What labels provide. Let's start by understanding what record labels actually offer. When you sign with a label, here's what they typically provide. 1. Funding, financial investment labels. Invest money in your career. Recording budgets, music video production, marketing campaigns, promotional tours. This means you don't have to pay out of pocket for expensive production and marketing. The label fronts the costs. 2. Industry expertise and infrastructure labels have experienced teams, A&R professionals who develop artists, marketing teams who plan campaigns, radio promoters with relationships at stations, and distribution networks to get your music everywhere. 3. Access and connections. Established labels have relationships with media, playlist curators, influencers, event organizers, and other industry gatekeepers. They can open doors that might be closed to independent artists. 4. Professional support services labels often provide or connect you with managers, publicists, booking agents, stylists, and creative directors. This support system allows you to focus on creating music while professionals handle the business. 5. Distribution and promotion at scale. Major labels can push your music to millions of listeners simultaneously through their distribution networks and promotional relationships. 6. Advances. Labels provide upfront money, advances that give you financial stability while you develop your career. These benefits are real and valuable, especially for artists early in their careers who lack resources or industry knowledge. But everything comes at a cost. The label path. What labels take? Here's what you typically give up when you sign with a traditional record label. 1. Master recording ownership. The label usually owns your master recordings, either permanently or for an extended period. This means they control the most valuable asset you create, the recordings themselves. 2. Creative control labels often have approval rights over which songs you record, who produces them, when you release music, and what your image and branding look like. Your artistic freedom becomes limited by commercial considerations. 3. The majority of revenue. Artist royalty rates typically range from 10 to 25% of net receipts. That means the label keeps 75 to 90% of the money your music generates. And remember, those percentages are of net receipts. after the label has deducted their costs. 4. Long-term commitment recording contracts often span 5 to 10 years or require multiple album deliveries. You can't just leave if you're unhappy. You're bound by contract. 5. Recoupment requirements. That advance they gave you, it's a loan. All recording costs, marketing expenses, video production, it's all recoupable. You won't see royalties until the label has recouped their entire investment, which many artists never do. 6. A share of other income. Many modern label deals are 360 deals, meaning the label takes a percentage of everything you earn: touring, merchandise, endorsements, publishing. They're not just your record label, they're your business partner in all revenue streams. Again, I'm not saying labels are bad. For many artists, the trade-offs are worth it, but you need to understand exactly what you're trading for what you're getting. The independent path, what you gain. Now let's look at what independence offers. 1. Ownership of everything. You own your master recordings. You own your compositions. You own your brand. This is the most valuable long-term asset. Your catalog appreciates over time, and you control it completely. 2. Maximum revenue retention. After paying your distributor a small fee or percentage, you keep nearly all your streaming and download revenue. You keep all your performance royalties, sync fees, and endorsement income. 100% of the money flows to you. 3. Complete creative freedom. You decide what music to make, when to release it, how to market it, what your image is. No A&R executive telling you your song isn't commercial enough. No marketing team forcing you into a box. 4. Flexibility and agility. You can release music whenever you want. You can experiment with different sounds and strategies without needing label approval. You can pivot quickly based on what's working. 5. Direct connection with fans. Without a label as intermediary, you build relationships directly with your audience through social media, email lists, and personal engagement. This creates loyal fans who support you long-term. 6. Future leverage. If you build success independently, you can negotiate label deals from a position of strength later. Labels will offer better terms to artists who've already proven themselves. The independent path, what you face. Independence comes with real challenges. 1. Financial risk and investment. You have to fund everything yourself: recording, production, marketing, music videos, promotion. This requires capital. If you don't have savings or income from other sources, it's difficult to invest adequately in your music. 2. Lack of industry. Infrastructure. You don't have a team of professionals working for you by default. You have to build or hire your own team. This means you're juggling artist duties, business management, marketing, and administration all at once. 3. Limited access and connections. Getting radio play as an independent artist in Nigeria is harder than it is for label-backed artists. Labels have relationships with stations and pay for promotional support. Getting on major playlists, securing media coverage, getting booked for big shows, all of this is easier with a label behind you. 4. Slower initial growth. Without a label's promotional machine, your growth might be slower initially. You're building organically rather than through paid promotion at scale. 5. Need for business acumen. As an independent artist, you're running a business. You need to understand contracts, royalty collection, distribution, marketing, and financial management. Many artists are great creatively but struggle with the business side. Independence requires you to develop both skill sets or hire people who have them. 6. Emotional and mental burden. It's lonely at times. You don't have a team believing in you and supporting you when things get tough. The pressure of being artist, manager, marketer, and accountant all at once can be overwhelming. Independence is empowering, but it's not easy. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. So how do you decide which path is right for you? Here's the framework. Evaluate your current stage. Ask yourself, do I have any audience yet? If you're starting from zero, a label might provide the initial push you need. If you already have a fan base, you have leverage to stay independent or negotiate better label terms. Do I have the financial resources to invest in my music? Can you afford studio time, production, marketing? If not, a label's funding might be necessary. Do I understand the music business? If you don't know how to collect royalties, negotiate contracts, market yourself, and manage finances, independence will be very difficult without hiring help. Be honest about where you are. There's no shame in needing support early in your career. Consider your goals. What are you trying to achieve? Do you want maximum fame quickly or sustainable long-term wealth? Labels can create fame faster. Independence builds wealth over time. Do you value creative freedom or financial support more? There's always a trade-off between control and resources. Are you willing to sacrifice ownership for acceleration? Some artists are, others aren't. Neither answer is wrong. Your goals should drive your decision. Assess the specific opportunity. If you're considering a label deal, evaluate the specific offer. What are they offering? How much money? What level of support? Access to what resources? What are they taking? How much ownership? How long is the commitment? What percentage of revenue? What's their track record? Have they successfully developed artists like you? Do their artists speak positively about working with them? What are the contract terms? We covered this in episode 4. Review every clause carefully. Don't compare a specific label offer to an idealized version of independence. Compare the real offer to your real alternatives. If the label deal is terrible, stay independent. If it's genuinely good and you need what they offer, it might be right for you. Consider hybrid approaches. You don't have to choose one path forever. Some artists start independent, build a foundation, then sign with a label from a position of strength to access distribution and resources while retaining significant ownership. Others sign with a label initially to launch their career, then go independent once the contract ends and they've built their fan base and learned the business. There are also label services deals and distribution partnerships that provide some label benefits without giving up ownership. Be strategic and flexible. Your path can evolve as your career and circumstances change. Get professional advice. Whatever path you're considering, consult with professionals. An entertainment lawyer to review any contracts and explain implications. A manager or business advisor who understands the industry and can provide objective guidance. Other artists who've taken both paths. Learn from their experiences, mistakes, and successes. In advising artists, the biggest regrets I've seen come from decisions made in isolation, without proper counsel. Don't make career-defining choices based on emotion, pressure, or incomplete information. Take your time, gather information, get advice, then decide strategically. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.